Gee, this is like deja vu here.
La, 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 la.
Brother Marc.
Oh,
and the silver truck, the silver bullet.
The silver bullet, yeah.
Yeah, the silver bullet's back. And of course we had that big hump to push over the, since we're missing dirt.
My hump.
Yes.
Saturday morning, a week later.
Yes.
A long week. Today we are going to reassemble the wonderful engine that's in the big silver truck. So step by step we're going to show you. We're going to heat the timing gear up. We had the camshaft gear pressed on, as you all saw. We're using an aluminum one, and it's shimmed underneath, and we're going to assemble the motor and hopefully get this running today.
Yes.
And
just what he said.
Just what he said. So they recommend to put a little bit of heat on this before you drive it on. Hopefully we can kind of keep the thrust from being hit. We'll put a pry bar between one of the main caps and the crank weight as we drive this on. It'll keep the thrust from being, you know, pounded away in the motor, and reassemble it. So I'll be right back.
A little bit. It's just the it's the squirt, the oiler. It looked like there was something hanging out of the thing.
That's a little nipple.
You're a nipple. You're a nipple head.
Let's call Uncle Tommy nipple top.
Oh my. All right, so yeah, we're gonna get something done here, and
No, we're not.
oh, no shenanigans.
No, oh, shenanigans.
It's like Curly with what was that?
Niagara
Falls.
No, so are you still filming?
Yes, we're still filming.
We're gonna clean off some burrs and nicks that were previously, or we put on the crank snout. So the gear will go on.
He's gonna polish his.
I'm gonna polish my snout. I thought I want to help.
Not I, said the fly. All right. No shenanigans.
See, with the crank gear, we didn't cold press it on. We heated it up to about 150, 200 degrees. And it opened up the center, so when we drove it on, it wasn't too traumatic to the crankshaft or the thrust or anything. So then we installed the cam, and just so you know, like small block Chevy, it would be up and down. The dots have to touch each other. So to make sure that you have it right, you want to spin it one revolution, and we're still have plugs in this thing.
Yeah.
And it should line back. It's going to take a minute.
We'll be back after these messages.
Yeah, after like 20 years.
Also,
I want to note, we have to put the cam lock in.
Yes, the screws.
There's screws.
We'll put the lock tight on them.
I think the cam plate's hiding from us. I don't know how
I
don't know how we're gonna do it, but we gotta line up. That's what the holes are for. You gotta put these little screws in there.
Yeah.
But right now we're gonna do one thing at a time.
Yes.
So we're gonna keep rotating it.
Look, dead bird.
Look, dead bird, squirrel.
Speaking of squirrels.
You notice how this is here and this is 180 degrees out?
Correct.
All right, so hopefully when they come back together, they line up. It's just a simple way, and then we'll show you with the balancer. This thing's got really good compression.
Better.
That thing runs beautiful. Lorenzo did a great job on the head. Okay, now we're coming up to each other again. And you see the dots are lined up. So, how we can tell we're at top dead center, a little indication is the key is the 12 o'clock high. So if we just lay the timing cover on, we're not gonna install this yet, it's just laying there. And we have the balancer, and you can see the key cutout is at 12 o'clock high. And then if you look at the indicator marks, you can see it's pretty much top dead center with those lines
Correct.
lined up. So the next step, what we're going to do, and you don't need to stick around to watch this, is we got to go look for the cam plate behind the gear.
Yes.
And put the two little bolts in where they need to be. And then we can start putting the two
Here's your
back.
screws. I got to get the oil off, and we'll put a little Loctite on, blue Loctite, and we'll send them home.
We'll start.
You find the. I'll clean the bolts.
I'll find the holes.
Loctite. You find a hole in the plate, and then I'll get this ready.
But there's many holes, Daddy. What do I do?
Hi. Welcome back to this old truck.
Anyway, so far we got the I'm coming to get you.
Yep. Come get it.
So anyway, we're getting ready to install the front timing cover. Jack had to run into the house for a couple minutes, so I put all the lifters in, and the push rods, and I still haven't brought the rockers up because we don't want the resistance of the valve train yet until we get everything set up with the distributor. I'm dropping the distributor in now, so. All right, it's recording.
Are we filming?
Yes, we're filming.
Okay.
So we're back. We just wanted to show the progress. We put the timing cover on.
Had a couple choice words for it.
Yeah, we didn't really want to film while we're putting the pan back on. But if you ever have to do this in chassis,
Don't ask me.
Don't ask Jack. Just remember that if you put two 2x4s between the motor mounts and the frame mounts, you can easily get the oil pan out on a 6-cylinder without ruining or disturbing the gaskets when you go to put it back in. So the next step is we're going to replace the motor mounts because they're originals, and then we'll be back when we start completing the rest of the top end of the motor and hopefully fire this up today.
We'll be back.
We'll be back. We pretty much got the front cover on, the water pump, the fan, and all that. We're going to put the radiator and the grill in. You can see the oil pan is in. Might be a little sun glare there. So that's in. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to drop the truck down a little bit, continue putting the push rods in, and then cold set all the rockers, put the side cover on, try to get this thing fired up in a little while. Okay, so that's where we're at right now, and hopefully the next time you see it, it'll be running. Just a little update. We got the side covers on. The valves are cold adjusted for startup. We'll probably go over them again once it's running and it comes up to temp. Oil pan's on. The only thing that's really left is putting the fuel pump in, the valve cover. It's filled with oil, and then we're going to install the front grille because that had to come out to get the camshaft out and get this thing fired up pretty soon. All right, we're back. It's running. I did a mistake. I actually had the distributor 180 degrees, and I
think everybody does that.
Yeah, we kind of scared the neighbors. The state police and the National Guard showed up because they thought, you know, we were firing off a howitzer.
Yeah.
So as you can see, it's running. We're letting it come up to temperature. Going to go over the valves again. The book calls for 4 degrees. We bumped it up to 6 degrees to give it a little more of a snap. And Jack is doing an old school trick to find.
All right. I think I got one. I have a little bit of There, perfect.
Oh, that's the one I think that was replaced. I forget.
Stud.
The one's going to show a little more thread.
Yeah, that'll be that one right there, yeah. Oh no, that's this one. You did a back one,
Yeah,
I remember that.
The one you just touched, it sounds like it just
Yeah, I sucked the power right out of this thing.
Yeah.
Get a little noisy again. It's warming up, so they're gonna make a little more clack clack.
That's good. We will be back. And this was all done on a Saturday. We put it all together, got it running.
2 pizzas are on their way.
2 pizzas are on their way.
We haven't had lunch since 3 o'clock.
We haven't eaten since like forever. And you can see, thank God this is not an interference motor like the stove bolt Chevys, like your earlier 6-cylinders. They were interference. And if you do blow a timing gear with that, you're replacing the head and the valves and all that. So we'll be back. You'll probably see us kind of moving this thing around in a little bit. There's Jack.
I need lunch. All right. So it's all together. It's outside. So unfortunately, I can't film much because the neighbor's having a party and they're playing some goofy music that'll get me copyright infringements. So Marc's gonna go for a test ride. I gotta open the gate. Yep. Sounds good. Yeah. Got temperature in her. Oil pressure. I guess the fuel gauge don't work. All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Behind me is the shop truck cab. It's on the lift. Actually, it's a little sideways. I think it might be a little easier to work on. So the plan is, let me get you guys in here. So we put it on here sideways on the lift. Unfortunately, I guess it's going to be down for a little while. Oops. Those rockers which they got a little crushed in transit, but they're junk. I got 2 new rockers, 2 inner rockers, and both sides, and a floor pan to do on this. So I think I'm gonna pull the seat out of here, take this blue seat out of here. It doesn't belong. I'm gonna probably end up gutting this thing, and I'm probably gonna sand it. I'm probably gonna have to fix all this crap anyway that I showed you once before. I think I want to pull this whole interior out. It's rotten, not rotten, but it's starting to. Pull this whole interior out and probably scuff and shoot it white. Take the panels out. Can't just not do the interior and paint the whole thing. So here we go, the restoration stuff again. But it's just my OCD, and it's just the right thing to do. I do have paint here. It might not match the body. I mean, it's white. I mean, it sucks having so many different shades of oh, excuse me, Maggie, don't let me get in your way. How many different shades of every color in the world there is? Why can't it just be one gray, one red, or you know, maybe a couple of shades, but not like, oh my god. So I'm rambling again. So yeah, all this is going to go away. You know, we all got all this weight reduction stuff here going on. The floors, of course, are gone. The place to throw your beer cans before you get pulled over. But I'm probably going to pull the column out, paint that, pull the dash out. You have to anyway to get this dash pad changed. So everything's got to kind of come out. It's kind of simple, but time consuming. So yeah, as you can see, I'm still working on, we've got the grate pretty close here, and I've chipped away a little bit of this stuff. A little high spot right here, not bad, but we do have the transit. I just got to put the head back on it, and we checked it, and I took some out of here this morning. There was a spot here, it was low, but there's a what, 2 to 3 inch pitch going that direction, and I'll show you where it goes. I kind of fiddled with this stuff today. My neighbor Jimmy came and got his Bobcat. He had to go to another job with it, but ran into a bee's nest over there. I don't know if you see them flying around, but I buried them with dirt. It's actually like a bumblebee, and they're nasty too. I emptied 2 cans of bee killer in there, and then I buried the hole. But so we're gonna open this all up, open all this up with a pitch, and I'm gonna put down material. Then we're gonna put called a riprap. It's large rock that's not flat on any corners or nothing. It's, you know, something water can flow through. So I'm going to throw these pieces of I guess that's 6-inch pipe. I'm going to run them right along here in this slope and backfill it with that riprap, and then put, I guess, material on top of that. This way the water can flow around it and through the pipes. So I'm going to get rid of this pile of dirt. A lot of it's topsoil. I may keep a little bit. There's a little piece of brick, and but now we'll regrade this again. I got to cut the wire and do all that good stuff, and then replace the fence when I'm about done. Thorn bushes, yep. Cat 416 backhoe, thing's awesome. It's like 1989. That thing's fun. All right, well, unfortunately these junky GoPro cameras just ruined me taking the seat out. We missed that good one. So this thing keeps locking up. This is worse than a cell phone. Those things are horrible too. So, all right. So the seat is out. I am finding rust that I wish I never saw. One seatbelt's missing. If you can see that. Let me see if I can get you down there. There's the factory jack. That whole corner's gone, and that's not factory. But this whole corner's gone. I'm gonna have to make that. So, yeah, now the question is, do I take out the, I'm going to take the seat belts out. I guess I'm going to take the tank out, because I see rust, I see daylight underneath it. So this is not turning out well. I'm not happy with this. Unfortunately, I got to take out all this tar paper. This holds water anyway. I mean, it cuts down on heat and noise, but, and now she's eating something over there, so. Maggie, quit eating everything that hits the floor. Nuts, bolts, crap, whatever. Alright, let me clean up and move on to the next part. Alright, so I'm going to remove the seat. I'm sorry, remove the tank. I already removed the seat. So Hopefully this camera doesn't keep doing wacky stuff. Get you guys in here. So I had... Alright. Actually, before I mix all this hardware up, I want to put all this and mark this and put it in bags so I don't lose none of it. Because a couple months down the road, I won't remember where any of this goes. I'll be like, what's that for? What's that for? What's that for? But if I bag it and tag it, like a piece of evidence, I don't have to worry about it. So, that's an extra piece. Alright, so now I'll work on getting this tank out of here. Rusty. All right, we're good. Almost there. Almost there. It's a good day when nothing breaks off. Uh-oh. Spoke too soon. All right. I think there should be one more in here. No? No. Okay, so this is all done. It took me like, oh my rusty lord, oh boy. I see the light. I see the light. Oh boy. Houston, we have, shoo, air conditioning. My. Yeah, now we're seeing all the fun. Wonder if it's worth just getting another cab. Especially with this. If this is as bad as I think it is, this is going to determine whether we get another cab or not. This is getting bad. I have never seen them rust there. That's terrible. That I've seen, but not that bad. Ugh. This is not good. Alright, some of this is coming out, but they slopped some tar in here to stick in here. It smells like it's burning around. Oh, never mind. I know where that's coming from. The pyros. Alright, so I'm going to have to heat that with a torch to get this out. So what they do from the factory, I guess, is this dribble tar. Stick the paper in there and whatever sticks. So looks like this seam right here is gone. This corner's gone. Right here is gone. I believe I have this pan. I don't think I want to do it, but man, shoo. I'm gonna try to look for another cab this week. See, I doubt we're gonna find one. This is a lot of work. Ugh, it only came in for brake lines. Alright, so I got a majority. It ain't gonna matter because I gotta replace this floor pan anyway. There's the body bolt. It's got a nice waist. Scrap. Alright, sill plates. I guess I'll take these. Well, for now I can leave them. The door seals, they're glued on anyway. Maybe the steering column? Maybe the wiring harness, get rid of that radio. I'm not gonna take the doors apart yet. I just went through taking them apart and putting them together too. Dang it. Yeah, you see where this is going, right? Of course, this didn't come out. The whole plate for the back is stuck, spinning back there, so yes. I'm gonna have to get one of those floor pans and see how much they give you to replace. I believe it goes to that seam, but there's supposed to be a double lip here and the double lip is gone. So if it goes up to here, I think we're good. We'll see if it goes. Yeah, if it goes to here and here to this pinch weld, we're good. But I got to drill all these spot welds out all along here for these. I'm probably gonna have to take doors off anyway. I rather, probably be easier. This way I can get all the spot welds nice and easy. Yeah, you know where this is going. All right, guys, day 2, taking this cab apart. Got the part of the dash unscrewed right now. I am going to remove the column, at least try to. Going there. It's going. There's the emergency brake cable / pedal supports. There are the pedal supports, and there's the bumper for the brake pedal. That's not good. There's a retainer plate down here on the firewall. If I can get the socket on the drill in here. 1 and 2. Alright, I'm going to unplug my backup light switch. It's undone. And my 9/16 socket. No? Ah, there it is. That's not 9/16, is it? 9/16. What's going on here? Oh, it is 1/2 inch. Okay, my bad. My 64 is 9/16, and so is the Chevelle. Okay. Now, why won't you cooperate? Angle to the angle. Oop, there goes the column sliding down. Alright, and that's using your head. Ow! Phew! It would help undid the harness too for the turn signals. That would help. There we go. That was easy. But they got that zip tied to the other harness, so now I need cutters. A little tiny tie, and that's not factory. Really? Wise guy, eh? Oh! Ah! Scared me. I think I cut myself. So now I see why there's a tie down here. Somebody did the turn signal switch, and they butt connected everything, because that's what you have to do. Alright, so I gotta finagle this out of here carefully. It's only come out. Uh-oh. I may have to undo that clamp. Let's take a look. Oh yeah, I gotta undo this clamp that holds the column to the firewall. Oh yeah. A little slight warm day today. Just a little warm. Just got done working on a X-Mark 0 turn. Man needed his mower, so he's coming to get it. Simple job. Alright. Unfortunately, I got this big long shaft on here, which I may have to remove. Uh-oh. Come on, baby. You gotta be kidding me. Ah. Alright, I may have to take this steering column apart. That was a flange. Yeah, that's my luck. I don't remember doing that. Alright, so now it looks like I have to take the steering wheel off, because this, on the old newer trucks, like 69 and up, I believe, this shaft is splined on here. This one is one stinking piece, and I can't get it through that hole because the window's in the way. So I don't know whether we're taking the window out anyway. If not, I have to take the steering wheel off, which is probably easier. So I'm gonna move on to this, see if I can get this dash out of here. Shouldn't be too bad, I think. Oh, I see more ties. Seymour. Oh, Seymour. I see more ties. These are printed circuits still. Pretty simple. Simple dimple. All right, so now we're removing the heater box. I got the glove box liner out, which is a little bit of a fight. It only comes out one way, so a little easier when the heater box ain't in there, but then you can't get to the one top bolt of the heater box, so the box does go in, and I'm just still removing zip ties. I'm working on getting these defroster duct hoses out that were glued, screwed, and tattooed in here. So looks like everything's up. Out. There we go. And what do we got here? Another cable? Oh yeah, another cable. Thought I had it all. Oopsie. So let me see. Where is? Oh, there it is. These are pretty easy to undo. This one hasn't been off ever, because it's still got this little these stupid things that only live once, unless you get lucky. So the retention nut, now that it's hanging here, it doesn't want to come off. Sometimes you can get them off, but this one, really? Alright, you're not coming off in one piece, are you? Yep, two pieces it is. Why must you fight? Oh, I need to remember that way. My back is on fire. So we'll clean and disinfect this thing. Maybe spritz it up a little paint. And let's see, what else? We're gonna leave the firewall cover in here. Did a nice job with the it did a nice job running the speaker wires. It's awful tiny, but it's okay. I don't know what they use, some kind of a thumb gun that hardens up. So yeah, we'll do that. The antenna cable. I'm going to pull out this. Actually, I'm going to undo that. That's for the heater controls. The light here a little better. So we'll pull out. That's a new switch right there. That's new. So I'm going to pull this heater control out. And we can take that out. Oh, look at that. 30 cents. Not fitty. Alright. I gotta get a pin to remove this tumbler and get that lock out. The overdrive cable's gotta come out. And then I could start, well, actually I could start working on pulling this dash. I got some of the screws out there. There's screws in the front and one's up underneath. Alright guys. The radio's unbolted. I just gotta get it out. I think this thing should come off now. I think I got all the screws out. That one wasn't even in there. I think it's more like glued in here. I think there's one right here and I just can't find the dang thing. No. No. Nope. Ah, yep, there's one right there. Darn it! I don't want to break it. I gotta find the dang thing again. This way here. Alright, where are you at? Had it there. The harness. There she is. Oh, she blows. I just gotta get this in there. Wow. Yep. Oh, this thing's being a real pain in the butt. Oh. Yeah, that nut just hit the floor. Dang it. Alright, there we go. I think there might be one on the corner. I don't know. Okay. Yep. One on the corner. All right. This thing's seen good service for a long time. That's it for that. All right, so obviously we got to paint the dash red. Funny because I see like the 67 has a blue interior. Everything's blue. It's weird. I don't know. And then this is red, almost like it was maybe added, but I don't know. Guess it depends on what factory they came from. Oh, look, more rust. Oh, lovely. All right, there we go, more rust and silicone. Well, that there is going to get patched up. I see lots of rust up in there. I got to patch that. That cowling there is leaking. Here, can you tell? Besides the hole where the antenna is, but there's a hole right there. But we'll cross that bridge when we get there. So I'm going to clean this mess up. I'm going to call it a day and come back tomorrow. So I'll see you guys then. All right, I'm still working on this thing. It is late, and I'm determined to get this windshield out. It took about 45 minutes worth of cutting some old rubber. So we're gonna, hopefully it don't break, but I'd rather get a new one because it's all delaminated at the bottom. So I'm very scared about this upper roof piece being what it is. It's just a mess. It's all rotted across here, and if I have to replace this piece, it's going to be like doing the other one. I haven't done that one yet, so guess I'm going to learn the hard way. You know, don't look as bad as mine. There's a couple of holes that I see, and lots of silicone. Somebody siliconed the snot out of this thing. Wow. I have to get this corner off without getting shavings in my. Get you guys over here. Oh man. Trying to get you guys in here. So it's going off. Sorry, it's a one-man band again tonight. I'm not going to break this windshield because just in case. Well, the dashboard has definitely got some rust in it. It's not good. So far, the lip on this thing looks like it's okay. It's just rust jacked real bad to the point where it's pushing the windshield out. And I think somebody just got overzealous with some silicone, and that just holds everything in there. It looks like there's plumber's putty in here too. So, oop, be careful with this. Hopefully, I don't break my neck. Ugh. So let's get you guys in here. Let's get this old seal out first. Well, this is definitely trash. Maggie seems to like eating pieces of rubber for some reason. Alright, so here we are. Lots of silicone. So these are probably our problematic spots here. There's definitely water in here. This don't look bad. This is a little, that's just surface rust. Up here is a little thick. There's a seam right here. Now, if I were to replace this, this is where I got to cut it, but it's not through here. It's very rust jacked. If anything, if I can clean this pinch weld up, and there is a hole on the other side. Let me get over there somehow. so much stuff in the way. So we do have a hole here, I think. Plumber's putty, more plumber's putty. Corners don't look too bad. The dash is gonna have to be chipped and painted. All right, so I'm gonna have to shove some all metal in there. I think I can get away without replacing this, I hope. If I start picking at it, that's where the problem's gonna end up. So if I can get that smooth and smooth it out with some all metal. Yeah, I know. Stop, Jack, will you please? I think we'll be okay. All right, I'm happy with what I got done tonight. Now I can kind of, I think, breathe a little easier. This is a little short here. I think they're gonna have to use a lot of sealer behind this new gasket and windshield when we get it though. But I want to fix this. Maybe just skin that with something. All metal. Won't know until I wire brush this all out. This looks good over here. The bottom pinch here needs to be cleaned up. But I'm good with that, so. Alright, I'm calling it a night. It's a school night, aka work night. And I've created enough of a mess. And I'm hungry and I want to go in. Tomorrow's another day. That's what they say. Tomorrow's another day. So, alright guys, I'll talk to you tomorrow and we'll get back on this. Alright, so the next day here, I went back on this Buick here and got it running. I put the rebuilt generator in it and the new regulator in it. But unfortunately, I'm not hooking anything up with this crazy bare wiring here. It needs a new harness. There's no sense frying any of this stuff. It does run, but now it doesn't start via the throttle pedal. I have to jump the starter because all this wiring is just a mess. And then I had it running, reset the points and everything, went over it, and then the coil, like somebody shut the key off, the coil went bad. So yeah, and the wiring to that is junk, but it's got power to it, but it doesn't go out of it. So we're not having any spark now, so I need a 6-volt coil for it. Just everything in general. The clutch works, it moves back and forth. I greased it, I went over and oiled a couple things, I fixed a couple things just to get it ready to go back, and less stuff he's got to do. So I got to get a coil, put the hood back on, take this thing for a test ride, just run it through its paces, and I think it should be good. So yeah. All right, so I'm going to end this here. I think I got a lot of stuff done this week, and yeah, more to come. You can only do so much, and the weekend's almost, well, the weekend is here. It is here, yes it is. So we're gonna get back to, actually we're gonna have that wired. Finally, I've had that since March, this engine block cleaner, if I can get it open. Blocks go in there and it shoots a hot soapy water and cleans blocks and grease and stuff. I've had this thing since March. I was gonna wire it and I said, you know what, I'll just get an electrician. So he'll be out tomorrow wiring that. And I got stuff to do around here. I'm gonna work on this and some stuff around the yard. So, all right guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, okay? I'll see you next time on Anything Goes Garage.